Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Arc large indoor-outdoor wall sconce. This is the 302049, part of a whole series of arc fixtures. Technically, this is an outdoor fixture, how it's made, the materials, but it's beautiful enough to be used inside. I don't see why not, and there's all kinds of great applications for it. Let's jump into the size of it to begin with. 20.8 inches overall height from the very bottom to the very top. Width, that's coming in at 10.1. Projection from the wall coming out is 6.5. It's 11.2 pounds, and the back plate is 17 inches by 7. The mounting height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your junction box. This is what you guys have on your wall. That's coming in at 8.5. I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is to take a quick look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations, instructions, PDF. So open that up for me. It is going to show you a full parts list. You're going to notice there are two different pieces of glass on this fixture. In the front, there's a big arced piece of glass, and this is slump glass. This is the kind of glass that is made by artists in kilns and goes into high-end art galleries. So that's a really beautiful piece. You're going to be surprised at how substantial and thick this piece of glass is when you get your hands on it. It's a gorgeous piece of glass on its own. There's also a rain shield, a clear rain shield, and that's going to go and slide down over your socket and your light bulb to keep the rain off of that. And you know, that dictates how big the bulb is going to be. So that's 3 inches in diameter, and the overall height of that clear rain shield in the back, you'll notice, is 12.7. That dictates that you can put in a pretty big light bulb. So this is a T9 bulb. When you get into like T6, T9, T8, T10, that's the circumference of the bulb itself. So, and that would be like a T9 is coming in at like 1 1/8. But you know, when it gets into the overall height of the light bulb, you can put in an 11-inch light bulb. Matter of fact, if you go back to Hubbardton Forge's site, go to this fixture, click on the lamping tab that's right above next to the details, and it'll actually recommend an Emery Allen 11-inch long LED that you can get. But you don't have to necessarily get that one. There's lots of them out in the marketplace. We buy ours on Amazon. The reason I would do an 11-inch long one is because it's going to pull the light source all the way up into the whole height of the sconce and not just have a hot spot on the bottom. But if you wanted to do something like this, a 7-inch or a 5-inch, that would work just as well. You can go up to 100 watts for incandescent if you want to still stick with that, but there's so many LEDs that are out there. And like I said, the 11-inch one, you should be able to easily find an 100-watt equivalent, so I wouldn't worry about that part of the equation. The light that comes out of these LEDs is going to vary quite a bit, and we talk about that in every video. So when you buy LEDs, they're going to offer them to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's kind of a yellow, super yellow setting sun color of the light coming out. And then the other one's going to be way on the other side. It's going to be 4000 Kelvin, and that is going to be daylight. And daylight sounds like a warm light, like sunlight, but it is not. That is that bluish white light, like an overcast day, convenience store lighting, that kind of thing. In the middle of all that, what we use in our showroom is warm white, soft white. And that's the light coming down on this table from these 3000 Kelvin warm white, soft white bulbs above. So that's what we like to use here. In any event, I would, depending on what you're going to be doing with this, so if you're using this inside, you're going to flank a fireplace or a painting in a dining room or something like that, get a dimmable version of the bulb. That'll be important. If you're using it outside, I wouldn't worry about that at all. It's just to get the color of the light coming out of the bulb and the light lumen equivalent of an incandescent. So if you're looking for a 60-watt equivalent or a 100-watt equivalent, zero in on that. But I wouldn't worry about the dimmable aspect of the outdoor application. If you do want to see what this looks like on your project or in your project, a good thing to do would be email us a picture of what you guys have going on. So what we can do is we can take our powerful AI tools, we can take this fixture next to me and we can put it into your project, your image, send it back to you so you get a chance to see what this is going to look like on your building or inside your house before you ever buy it. It's a great opportunity for you. It does not cost you a penny, and we do it pretty quickly too. I would definitely take advantage of it. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft-grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it It holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with a picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus, you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.